New gacha games are announced and at the same time release every month. Some of them are good, and some of them, well, aren't. Okay, you know what, more often than not, they're not. But they do tend to give us an escape from reality, even if only briefly. These releases are easy to miss, and I want to make sure that you guys don't. It is my responsibility to make sure that we're all kept abreast of everything releasing every month and to cover everything, both good and bad, surrounding each respective game. That way, we know what's coming, we know what we should be dedicating our time to, and we know what we should be avoiding. Before that though, I do want to thank all of our incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys do not need to support Mrs. Stix and I, but you still choose to, and trust me, it is appreciated beyond anything that I can convey verbally. You guys are incredible. Also, if you have a moment, go ahead and follow Mrs. Stix and I over on Twitter. Now, I'm sure you're curious what's coming, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Man, Mai Shiranui was one of my early day video game crushes, along with most of the female cast of Dead or Alive and Street Fighter, and seeing her in the animated movie, I think it was Fatal Fury 2, from what, like the 90s, where everything was just laid bare to see. Well, it made for quite the memorable after, that's probably TMI, whoops. All-Star Fight is a brand new gacha releasing in China on November 1st, 2022. Yeah, within China, not globally. Although a global version is definitely in the works. And don't mistake this with the other SNK NFT video game coming though. This game right here is an actual game, not a money dispenser. Now, I haven't really seen or read much online, but from what I've seen recently after doing a little bit of surface level research, this game seems to be a sort of semi-AFK gacha game where characters engage enemies on their own and utilize their ultimate abilities when they become available. Unfortunately, no global release date has been confirmed, but I honestly wouldn't anticipate it would take them too long, given previous SNK gacha games have made it over here in the past. I know this isn't a new release per se, and this is the only game in this list where I'll do this, but I feel an obligation to include Genshin in these release lists purely due to the nature of the game, and conversely, the scale of their updates. Genshin Impact's newest update, 3.2, is releasing on November 2nd, 2022. Hoyo confirmed that the next couple updates are going to be releasing on a 5-week schedule as opposed to the 6-week schedule we've been used to. Hoyo also revealed several new incredible looking characters. Trailers for some of the characters, including a dedicated trailer for 3.2, were released, amassing millions of views. The trailer showcased new events that we're going to receive, new weapons and other features. When the update does go live, players will have banners for Nahida and Yoimiya running through November 18th, and then a rerun featuring Yai, Child, and Lila will run from November 18th through December 6th. The most anticipated gacha release for cultured degenerates like you and I has been confirmed to be releasing globally on November 4th, 2022. This is easily one of the highest quality releases of the year and will likely go largely uncontested as the biggest release of 2022. Pre-registration is currently open and available, allowing you to earn some pretty sweet goodies ahead of the launch. Pre-download is available on November 3rd, allowing players to download the game ahead of launch day. NIKKE is a sci-fi RPG shooter featuring some of the most incredible looking waifus in creation. You deploy your harem, you try and focus on what's going on screen long enough to take down your enemies, and hope that you possess the physical acuity to tackle encounters one-handed. Just be sure to stock up on tissues and lotion because, you know, you want nice soft hands when you play with when you play by yourself, by not with. Do note, NIKKE does have over 3 million active pre-registered players at present and is actively approaching 4 million by the minute. If you are curious of my thoughts on NIKKE, though, I do have a dedicated video concerning my global closed beta experience. Neural Cloud just held their most recent global beta test, and after taking servers offline, players were greeted by an interesting splash page, stating the server is undergoing maintenance. Estimated server open time, November 21st, 6 p.m. Is this a direct confirmation that the game will be releasing globally on November 21st, or was it an accident? Is it a placeholder date? Currently, it's impossible to say with certainty, but given it wasn't removed, it's likely they plan a release on November 21st, which works for me. I thought the game looked great. Neural Cloud is a strategy RPG and is set within the world of Girls Frontline. I never invested much time into Girls Frontline myself, but I'm aware that it had quite a cult following. I don't believe Neural Cloud has the following that Girls Frontline had, or more than that, the potential to amass the size that NIKKE no doubt will, but it might give us something to enjoy while waiting on Girls Frontline 2, right? Now here is a blast from the past. Black Rock Shooter is an anime that I watched God knows how many years ago. Never in my life did I ever expect to be approaching playing a gacha set within the Black Rock Shooter intellectual property, but here we are. Black Rock Shooter Fragment is a Japanese gacha game releasing in Japan on November 24, 2022. Yeah, within Japan. Unfortunately, this game will not be in English yet. But I don't think that that's really gonna stop you if you're motivated enough to get in and play it, which you definitely should be. Guys, it is a goddamn Black Rock Shooter game, man. Judging from the gameplay I've seen, the game functions like a strategy tower defense game where players deploy units in an attempt to fight off waves of incoming enemies. So the most comparable game I can realistically think of here is Arknights. This is like Arknights with Black Rock Shooter characters. Pre-registration is open for the Japanese player base, but if you're interested in playing it in Japanese, it might be of interest to you. And then there's Aether Gazer, which recently completed its global closed beta. And unfortunately, no, this is not releasing in November 2022, but I thought I would note for players expecting it to still release in either November or December, as they did announce a little while ago that the game would be releasing within 2022, that it has been delayed into 2023. So we could have an entire year or more to wait. And that is everything. All of the gacha games that are playable in the month of November 2022, at least that I am aware of. Now, I know I definitely missed one or two, but these are the main games that I've either been following or that I am actively aware of. If none of these look like games that you're interested in though, then no problem. I urge you to check out one of the two videos that I have on screen right now. I'm sure you'll find something that you'll enjoy. Trust me, we got a promising looking year coming.